Hello, Divine Sunshiners. We are reaching into the season of Chiron. Chiron is now moving into Aries. We know Aries is about forward movement, having also the Aries is about lazy being target, knowing what you want. However, Aries are notorious for being impatient, but great leadership as well. So, in doing so, let's take a look and see what is Chiron's lessons that is being brought to us. So, as we see here, we have third chakra, which means the overall energy. Excuse me, I have my dogs in the background, so you might hear them. Is for us to be able to stand in our authority, in our power, understanding that new opportunities are just around the corner, and that we're moving into the understanding that we can have everything underneath the sun. What we need to do in order to create the magic, that means create the change and manifestation into our life, is through healing. We need to we understand that through our emotions, and truly we will be able to get healing through that and create change. So we need to heal some things of the past, some things of the now, and the present through our emotions, so we can be able to have something. About this reminds me of having victory, like that's a crown of victory. Also, we are dealing with financial health, so that means again financial literacy, looking and seeing about what things can we do with our finances, such as budgeting, making sure that we are having a healthy outlook on finances as well, because knowledge is power. And it seems like, especially with this tree, money doesn't grow on trees, but money also is, the more you know, the more you grow, which means you have to gain knowledge. So look and see about what is it. Maybe you need to handle your finances better, maybe get a financial planner, or talk to somebody. If you have a business, get somebody in business that can be able to help you with your finances, or either gain some more knowledge about how you can get a better handle. Also, watch the way that you are talking about it. Do you have a healthy aspect or perspective when you're talking about money as well? That needs to be checked. Also, looking at the spirit guides. Your spirit guides also is there to help you and to guide you and give you guidance during this period, because Chiron is about the wounded healer and healing the wounds. Some of these healings is going through from finances. Maybe again, finances is nothing but also an outward and material way of expression of one's love as well. So friendships, looking at the connections that you have, looking at who you're connecting, maybe also again healing those connections that you have with people as well, and really truly having that agape, that unconditional, that God love for what's going on. What we have to understand is through this, we're destined to understand patience. We got the dance of the crane. Those of us that may be into divine love partnerships. Also understanding that the crane represents the divine masculine energies. Also understanding there's a dance, there's a movement that has to happen. There's opposition that may occur in the connection, but understanding that even with the dance of the cranes, no matter how distant they are from each other, the dance is for them to become closer. So keep that in mind. Those of you all, again, we're destined to take action. It seems like to me, especially in our emotions, no matter how the storm looks or how the clouds look, understanding that again, there's always a new day arising. We have potential. We're moving and understanding our own potential that lies within each one of us, to understanding that we are truly a wonder, a wonder. We are God's or Source's wonder. Also, Spirit is going to, and Source is going to bring more wonders into our life as well. Also, understanding healing chaos. There is also, like I say, chaotic, what is it? Oh, Lord. It's a chaotic, it's a word for that. It's a chaotic blessing. That's what I'm picking up. Healing, there is a blessing in the chaos. Like I say, it's a method to my madness. Source is saying that to you all, to say, to understand there's a method as to how things are going on. There is a chaotic organization. Oh my God, it's right there on the tip of my tongue. But anyway, it's almost like an oxymoron. It's the opposite. But wherever it is, through the chaos, there is growth. There is there is even in the midst of the storm and things being thrown up in the air, there is a reason for that. Also, we understand we're moving into change. Change here, in order for us to have change, we are gaining altitude. We are ascending as well. What I think for this, and it's interesting, it's got this horse, which is freedom here, but it's also a carousel. Understanding that almost like the wheel. This might represent the wheel in the traditional tarot, what comes up must come down, the opposition of that. Understanding that, you know, sometimes even through the process of this Chiron, things might look down for a second, but the next minute you might be on your way up, or things might be up and you're on your way down. I think about Les Brown. Les Brown always says that in life people are doing two things. Either you're running away, walking away from a situation, or you're walking towards a situation, okay? But at the same time, when I see this carousel, it says again, do child's play, make it more playful, make it more light. Also, next thing here we have is flexibility, and you're going to need that. Flexibility, especially is saying, because I think Chiron is going to last all the way into December. For that, and to have this understanding that, you know, things are going to fall away. That's the natural process of things. Some things gain light. Some things just gain as much light as possible. That might be people, that might be pitch situations, that might be places, and that might be things. Note the understanding that, but through it all, we have to be flexible. We got to have the eye of the tiger. Still having eye of the tiger reminds me of eye of the tiger, and we're ready to fight. Make sure that we have that understanding, that fighting spirit even through it all, but still be flexible. And then lastly, understanding that spirit wants us to finally say that source has, excuse me for my dogs, that again is understanding that you have to lead and have an understanding of divine timing. Just like that fighting there, some of you all might be finding yourself, because one dog is white, one dog is black. So to be that represents fighting your light and your shadow as you're going through this Chiron thing. They're playing too. So just keep that in mind. So we have to lead everything up into divine timing. Everything is divinely orchestrated. Everything has its own place. And this is what Chiron wants us to lead us, understanding about this wounded healer, that leave it up to them. Practice surrendering. They know what is best for you. Set the intention, say, okay, I know I'm going to get the lesson through this. I know that I'm going to be healed through this period of the wounded healer with Chiron. And I ask that, again, that you do it in the best way possible. If it can be done easy, that's fine. If there's any cups that can be passed, that means of any strife that you feel, or lessons that maybe I can learn in a much easier way, please do apply that. Okay? All right, then. As always, look at them. They called us. As always, stay uplifted, stay motivated, stay ascended. Namaste, and Namago.